Alright, it's just starting to look like a plane. Wings are loose fits. I'm going to paint them off, put them on later. I've put the wing lights on. I've masked them up. There's where the light bulb would be is like a hollow insert. So what I've done is I've used a toothpick and put the left side red into that hole, so it makes it look like a red light bulb, and the green on the other side. So the lights fit nice and flush, no problems. As you can see, I've put the tail on. I've cleaned up the seam joins, put back in the rivets and panel irons. Somehow along the line I've managed to put a big glue mark on my engine nozzle there, so I have to sand that and do all that again. I swear every time I manage to damage my own work. Alright, all these gun panels, honestly I don't really know what they're on about. So like I said, I'm covering the guns up. If you want to have the guns open, I think, I don't know, they're saying here, so that's one piece, they're saying to cut it. I don't know why, unless maybe the end bit you glue in to cover up because the barrel didn't go all the way along. Maybe that's for that purpose. I'm not sure, they don't really explain anything. That bottom one is a step. It's the same on the other side. I've put it shut. All these doors and the step door have all got ejection pin marks in them, and where the step is, if that's open, there's no detail on there. You'd have to, I don't know, scratch something up to make it a little more presentable, because what's in there, it doesn't look very nice. So I shut it up, and they've pretty much, I need to do that again, they got, I think it's all made to be open. There's gaps around parts of the doors and that. They weren't perfect fits. I've added the headrest for the seat and that part at the back there, which is D31. I'll mask off my cockpit so I can paint all that in. What else have I done here? That panel that was in the middle there at the rear, that didn't really fit well either, I found. Again, it's probably meant to be open. Alright, gear doors. You've got, sit there for me. So you've got two part numbers, or sorry, two different doors, I should say, for the rear part. Now, if you're doing the service wing, you got a bit of that fairing that follows on from the I'm thinking now, where was that? Oh no, sorry, from the wing. Is that the left? So when the gear door would be shut, I think that, so you can see that there's a continuation of that. I don't know if I might have it the wrong way around there, but anyway, that's the service wing. The other one doesn't have anything on it for the prototype. Now they've explained that there A11's a service wing, A13 is a prototype, but here they're not telling you, so you need to match the other door that matches this one. And they have ejection pin marks, but I'm not, when the doors are on, you don't really see them on the inside of them, and I'm just leaving them. Basically, all these doors, if you want them open, you're going to have to clean up ejection pin marks, and the interior detail is not really that great in some areas. So I think I'm about ready to start. I still haven't made the nose gear or anything yet. So I'm ready to start laying out some primer. Now that I've cleaned up all the seam joins, I'm going to go over a couple of these spots again with some putty. That might need a bit around there. Just a smidge. And there was a couple of inserts for the spine. They needed a bit of a clean up. They didn't want to sit in the recess. I think I need a ring loop antenna's got to go on the back as well. D3 the part number is. Where is it? I'll have a look. I might leave it off because depending how, that's it there. So according to that, there's a tab. I don't recall seeing, it could have been, I don't remember now if there was a slot there for or not. If there was, I filled it in. So I'll just cut the tab off that part and glue it on. So I'll probably put that on before I paint. And also with these doors, no, okay, never mind. Yeah, so I'm about ready to do a bit of priming. I just have to mask off some areas on around the engine and the gearbox so I don't get overspray in there, and tidy up a couple of those panel lines. Alright, I got it primed up. So I've primed it with grey, gone over it with a piece of scourer with white primer, so it's got highlights, and then I've pre-shaded with dark grey, not black. So I'll start painting the underside first. So I'm doing, so they can come back off. So the underside will be RLM 76 late war, so it's like a sky colour more than the early war blue. It's pretty similar colours to that Amusing Hobby build I did, I think. And we got RLM 81 and RLM 82. So it's looking like a brown, violet and green. But again, you can do whatever you want, but this time I'm just going to go with this pattern that they've supplied in their callouts. It's quite like it. So yeah, I'll start with the underside, and it'll be all freehand camo on this one. So I'll paint the light, the RLM 76, and then just blend in the camouflage colours with the base, where it meets demarcation line between them is just mottled, so it's not a neat line or anything. So it's a bit random. Alrighty, we got some camouflage down. Happy with how it's going so far. It hasn't had a clear coat yet, so it looks somewhat patchy. That when the clear coat goes on, it blends it in. Check that up without the wings falling off. So it's really starting to look the part. I love it. Alright, that's probably about all my bench time I can get in today. Be a few days, 3-4 days before I can get back to it, but so far you've seen pretty much that's the end of the construction part of it. You've seen how it all goes together, so I'll be, next time I get in it, I'll be gloss coat, clear coat, and starting to look at decals and weathering, and I need to paint up the other parts, make the front landing gear up and paint up the gear doors. I haven't done them yet either, but she's getting there. Oops, sit there.